Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a galaxy far, far away, and happy 14th of December. Okay, this was a hard one. It took me a long time to figure out that this is a Mandalorian fighter, or called a Mandalorian Gauntlet starfighter. And I think what tricked me is that the features that I recall of this ship when I've seen it in the various series and that it's been a part of, is that the wings actually can fold up when it lands. And they can't do that on this figure, which is fine because they had limited things to work with. But I actually also think that I will see this is one of the rare occasions where I actually don't think that the figure actually hits the look that well. Maybe that was the best they could do with what it is, and I actually do think that there is an obscure ship now and then in the calendar. Yeah, but this was hard. And all right, here we are. There are several places in the history where this ship is in use. And I would like to just enhance a few of them. In the TV series, The Clone Wars, there is a longer story arc that actually is about Mandalore, which is the planet where these helm-clad fanatics, the Mandalorians, are. That's their home. And historically, that is a really, warmongering people. But during the Clone Wars, they are actually led by a pacifist by the name of Satine Kryze. That direction for Mandalore has actually led to a fraction of extremists that call themselves the Death Watch that has broken out and are actually trying to make a coup to re-establish the warmongering past of Mandalore. And they're trying to do that by the aid of the Darksaber, which is a black lightsaber with some very peculiar abilities. It's from Mandalore's past. One of their leaders way back when was actually a Jedi, and he wielded the Darksaber first. And it is written that the one who carries the Darksaber will rule Mandalore. This is the way, apparently. It's a really exciting story arc with lots of really important characters we get to meet. I already mentioned Satine Kryze, and also her sister, Bo-Katan Kryze, who becomes extremely important. And it's actually funny, Satine Kryze, she actually has something going with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and apparently they have a past together. It becomes apparent when you watch the Clone Wars. And at some point, Obi-Wan actually tells her that had she wanted it, he would have left the Jedi Order for her. But Bo-Katan, her sister, she actually also has a role in the second season of The Mandalorian. And especially in this series' third season, where she actually steps up and becomes more or less a main character alongside of Din Djarin in that series. And Bo-Katan flies a gauntlet fighter in this TV series. So here we had the opportunity again to see these ships from the animated series brought to live action. And it's always a pleasure. Bo-Katan is played in The Mandalorian by the phenomenal Katie Ann Sackhoff. She's both voicing the character in the Clone Wars, and she's also playing her in the Mandalorian. You may remember Katie Sackhoff in the role as Cara Trace, or Starbuck, from the series Battlestar Galactica. All right, as you may have noticed throughout my videos here, that I keep returning to the Clone Wars, and that is because it's a series that I again and again are making references to. And I also think I want to say that is probably the most important series to watch outside of the movies. There are many good series, many that I really like, but I think Clone Wars is actually the most important because it complements the movies so well and actually are making a positive contribution to the prequel narrative, as I mentioned before. All right, this build will not end in the top 3, but I'm happy that we see The Mandalorian actually make a stance in this year's calendar. And I'm really positive about the calendar so far. I actually think that it's been a good variation of builds, both from the old movies and from the new series, etc. So, yep, all right. 10 days to Christmas. It's so soon. Have you seen The Mandalorian? If you have, what do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. And otherwise, I hope that you will like this video. If you liked it, of course. If you aren't subscribed already, I hope you will. And I hope that you will share this video with everyone you know. And remember, I also make these videos in Danish. If you know someone who speaks Danish, then you can send the Danish videos to them. That's it. See you tomorrow for yet another door. Bye-bye.